Assalamu alaikum, students. Today we will read the story Toto the Monkey. But before we start our reading, we will learn some new vocabulary. You have to read these new words with me. Number one is sparkled. Read it. Sparkled. Sparkled means shined. Here it is given in the past tense, so I have written the meaning in the past tense. Sparkle means shine. Mischief. Mischief means naughtiness. Mischief. Mischief. Next is mice. Read it with me. Nice. Mice. Mice means plural of mouse. Comfortable. Comfortable means easy and relax. Scampered. Scampered means ran about. Dawn. Dawn means early morning. Delicious. Delicious means tasty. Delicious. Attractive. Attractive means appealing to look. Terrible. Terrible means extremely bad. Silly. Silly having lack of common sense. Larder. Larder is a small room for storing food. Now I am reading these words again. You have to listen them carefully and you have to repeat it, like sparkled, sparkled. Mischief. Mischief. Mice. Mice. Comfortable. Comfortable. Scampered. Scampered. Dawn. Dawn. Delicious. Delicious. Attractive. Attractive. Terrible. Terrible. Silly. Silly. Larder. Larder. This is the first page of the story, Toto the Monkey. Grandfather bought Toto from a Tonga owner for 5 rupees. Toto was very pretty little monkey. His bright eyes sparkled with mischief. What Toto liked most was catching mice. So grandmother decided to tie him up one night in the larder to catch the mice there. I removed Toto from his comfortable bed of straw and put him in the larder. Above him there were shelves of jams, pots, and other delicious things. The night was a long one for Toto. The mice scampered about. Toto curled up in a large bowl and tried to get some sleep. At dawn, the mice returned to their holes. Toto awake, scratched himself. Toto awoke, scratched himself, came out of the bowl and looked about for something to eat. The jam pots were attractive. Toto soon found out how to open the lids. Grandmother's wonderful jams, she had made them herself, disappeared in a very short time. When grandmother opened the door to see how many mice Toto had caught, she got a terrible shock. Toto enjoyed baths. On cold winter evenings, grandmother gave him a large bowl of warm water. He bathed himself. First of all, he tested the temperature of the water with his fingers. Next, he stepped into the bath. Then he sat down in it. Then he took the soap and rubbed himself all over. When the water became cool, he got out and ran quickly to the fire to get dry. If anyone laughed at him at this time, he would look very hurt. One day the large kitchen kettle was on the fire. Toto was alone in the kitchen. He took the lid off. The water inside was warm. Toto loved warm water. So he got into the kettle and sat down with only his head showing above the opening. It was very nice at first, but the water began to get hot. Toto stood up, but it was cold outside, so he sat down again. He continued standing and sitting for some time. He did not want to go into the cold room. Just then grandmother entered the kitchen. Toto was lucky. Silly Toto could have boiled himself to death. You have to do exercise 1, learn to read 1, that is given on page 42. The exercise is given on page 43 and the exercise given on page 44. And the exercise of the blanks, that is related to grammar, that is number 2, complete the following sentences. This exercise on page 45. Leave the rest 2 exercises. No need to do these exercises. Just you have to do the exercises on page 42, 43, 44 and 1 on page 45.